Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about the federal unemployment tax rate and how to calculate this amount each year in your tax return. So let me get the video going here. The federal unemployment tax rate is currently 6.2% of the employee's wages, and we'll refer to this in the video as FUTA. That's how most people commonly refer to it, rather than the federal unemployment tax rate. It's called FUTA. You can take a credit of 5.4% against the FUTA tax, resulting in a net tax of 0.8%. So with this credit, you're really not paying much of a tax as long as you're getting the credit of 5.4%. If you don't withhold FUTA tax from your employee's wages, you have to pay it from your own funds. So make sure that you're having that withheld from your employees. The first $7,000 of an employee's wages are considered FUTA wages, and you have to pay tax on it. Anything above $7,000, you don't have to pay unemployment taxes. You'll end up paying these amounts though on a quarterly basis. If you don't receive unemployment, you can have 10% tax withheld or none withheld. Your unemployment will be taxed at the end of the year based on your personal tax bracket. This is referring to the employee. So if your unemployment is not taxed, if your employer is not pulling any amounts off that unemployment amount, you're going to be taxed. You're going to be withheld at a basic 10% amount. Okay. I recommend though having tax withheld on your unemployment amount, just so at the end of the year you don't end up owing more tax than what you might. So I'm going to take you to our website, and then I'm going to take you to some forms on the unemployment tax rates and show you a little bit more on how this works. The unemployment tax amount gets reported on the 940. So this is important to the employer and to the employer, not the employee. It's going to go on a 940. This is just submitted to the IRS. So I'm going to go down the form here and show who must file the 940 for unemployment taxes. If you paid wages of $1,500 or more to any employee in the calendar year, you're going to be required to file the 940. You'll have to ask, did you have one or more employees for at least some part of a day in any 20 or more weeks in the year, or more than different weeks in that particular year? You're going to count all full-time, part-time, and temporary employees. If your business is a partnership, you don't count the partners, okay? Now, the other important thing is you're going to report on a quarterly basis. So you're going to report after each 3-month period. So you're going to end up reporting, you got January, February, March, you're going to end up reporting the beginning of April to cover that first 3-month period, and so on. So you're going to break it up into every 3 months, so you file on a quarterly basis. Your tax amount is going to have to be deposited by April 30th, July 31st, October 31st, and January 31st. So those are very important amounts. If you don't meet those dates as an employer, you will get some penalties. I'm just trying to find the most important things you need to know about the unemployment taxes here. I would recommend reading through this as well, how to avoid penalties and interest, because with unemployment taxes, it's very common for employers to get penalties and interest. You can avoid paying any of this if you pay by using EFTPS services, electronic payments. It's going to guarantee that it gets paid there on time and is going to be the accurate amount. So I definitely recommend that. you can download this form at the IRS website, and it's a very good form as an employer for you to spend some time going through. So those are some of the key amounts that I wanted to touch on real quick. I'm going to take you to our site. This is harborfinancialonline.com. We have different links here where you can use the free tax estimator. If you're the employee and you got unemployment income, you can put this amount in and see what your tax rate might be. Again, if you don't adjust those withholdings, you're going to be withheld at a basic 10% amount. So I would definitely recommend having more withheld than 10%. So you can use all these different links on the left side if you have any other questions about your tax forms for the year. I appreciate you watching our video. We have lots more videos on small business, credits, deductions, every area of tax. We're constantly updating our videos and adding new ones. So thank you, and check out our site, harborfinancialonline.com.